Talk about OpenClaw. You might have heard about OpenClaw. If you did, and it's a brand new hottest thing in the AI world, especially pushed by Chinese brands. So let's talk about it and let's figure out what it's actually about. An Austrian developer saw the development of AI and LLMs and thought, hey, why those LLMs that they're so good at solving stuff don't have access to my data, to my emails, to my calendar, so that they can become a real personal assistant and very helpful to me. So with, and ironically, the help of AI, he developed an AI agent framework which allows exactly that, running on your computer, not above in the sky there, probably, and allowing access to all the data on your computer to perform certain actions. As this can be a bit harmful and a bit problematic, like if you give AI access to your files and it might delete important files, is a bit of like a cautious approach for tinkerers for their devices, and some of the people that are testing it out in virtual machines or on devices that don't have so much personal data. But it's a fascinating idea. He created an AI agent framework, which means that he is not creating its own AI, it's just linking into OpenAI, means ChatGPT, Claude or Gemini, or some other Ollama, for example, DeepSeek and other frameworks that are supported right now. It's an open source project, so everyone can contribute to it, which is quite fascinating as well, because this allows also other developers to join in. And this is where smartphone developers come in. I think one of the first ones was Xiaomi together with Honor that said we are working on a Claw version for their phones, which means that the AI that we have currently on the phone has certain restrictions. Just ask AI to create a calendar event, a to-do list or something. You will hit a problem, a blockage. It will tell you, I don't have access to your calendar right now. Please grant me access to your calendar. That's the best option. But other devices like Xiaomi, for example, block it completely. You can give it granted calendar access, but it won't work, at least in my experience. Of course, Google Gemini has this function, but actually it's not accessing your calendar on your phone locally. It is accessing just the calendar that you have in the cloud with Google, where it has access to. So this is a bit of a different kind of thing, and they of course built in some mechanisms. But this feature, if implemented the way that I think it should be implemented, with a short Ollama or something that can run on the phone itself, little kind of AI LLM, can be a game changer. Because then even in an offline situation where you don't have internet or not enough data available, it has access to your calendar, it has access to your contacts, it has access to your files and folders and can search the right files and folders for you. Like, for example, you can ask, give me the last Christmas photos from the last 5 years from Uncle Ben or something like this, just as an example. And this is a complex search that you usually on your phone cannot really do, at least not without lots of tinkering within the search, and some maybe have those options, but otherwise it's very hard to do. And this OpenClaw together with an LLM that has to run either on device, like I said, Ollama, or something else that could run directly on device, would be very, very cool, has then the ability to get all those photos, to get all those pictures and present it to you. And equally well, and this is a test that I did lately, actually I reported upon, is like flight tickets. You get them via email, for example, and not all of them have V-cards inside that you can add to your calendar. So on certain devices I can just ask the AI, hey, there's a flight ticket, can you add it to my calendar? Some devices, Oppo's ColorOS devices, usually have the ability to do so. Huawei devices sometimes work, sometimes fail. Google devices say, hey, I cannot access your screen. So you have to do a screenshot, put it into Google Gemini, and it will upload it to Google Calendar, but will then sync it up to your calendar. So somehow works. Xiaomi refuses completely, doesn't understand what's going on, and iOS, Apple's Siri is doing random shit and doesn't really understand anything what's going on there. So yeah, with OpenClaw or a Claw implementation added to your smartphone, especially the Chinese smartphones, this one can become more intelligent, especially also in offline situations or situations where you don't have the ability to access network or don't want to access network. You don't want this particular appointment, I don't know, doctor's appointment, to be uploaded to the cloud. You just want it on your phone and put it in there. Quite interesting. And other ideas are possible. Huawei was showing this already off with Celia or Xiaoyi, their assistant, which allows them to perform certain actions on applications. And I think Samsung and Apple, maybe Apple, I don't know, but Samsung is also working on it, and Google especially also working on it, that you can control certain applications. They are creating their own API for that, so it's a different approach to teaching an LLM where to tap. So, which allows them just to download stuff. Huawei was showing this famously with a video platform where you can just choose, I want to download, because I'm going onto a flight, I want to download the latest 3 episodes of this TV series. Please download them for me. And no matter which TV series it is, no matter which the latest episode is, actually it will go into the app, tap on the specific buttons and will perform the action. Huawei was showing this off already before OpenClaw really became a thing, but now with OpenClaw's other approach to things, I think it makes a lot of sense to go this way as well, and we will see definitely such things maybe in the next iteration of flagship phones from China, because this is an improvement that you will definitely feel, other than other AI features like image editing that some people might do as a gimmick sometimes, but it really doesn't add or bring big benefits. But if you have your personal assistant within your phone, and you can really ask, like back in the day with Blackberries it was possible, hey, write an SMS or write an email to this and this and tell him I'm coming 10 minutes late or something like this. Useful feature, especially when you're driving. I know Google Gemini can do such features as well, at least in a certain amount, but it's very, very limited in other aspects. And having a personal assistant that, hey, I got emails, like lately I got lots and lots of emails asking me, hey, collaboration, we want to present our newest product with you. I could, instead of going through all the emails and say, hey, they want to, I don't know, present, we want an electric toothbrush that I should present. Doesn't fit my content here on my channel, so I have to decline. But I have to go through the email to see what they want, what product they have. And sometimes it's long emails, sometimes it's short, I like it short, but sometimes it's very long emails and so on, and I have to evaluate that. Instead of doing it myself or hiring someone, I could just use a Claw AI, telling them, here, this is my channel, these are my topics. The AI can figure it out what topics should fit my channel, which topics I'm interested in personally eventually. And then it can filter out those emails that I really don't like, and it can even in the next step answer those emails, reply to those emails with like my standard fee that I take for promotions on my channel. Yes, I'm taking standard fees for promotion on my channel, but of course every time I have a promotion it will be visible there that it's a promotion, that I got a fee for presenting this. Other creators are hopefully doing it the same way, but yeah, instead of doing it all manually, I could have my personal assistant doing it for me based upon this Claw technology. Now, as we have established this, what is possible with those Claw technologies, that you can use multiple LLMs to be your personal assistant. You can have OpenAI's ChatGPT, you can have Claude, you can have Gemini if you want to, but you can also have your local LLM running on your phone, on device. What a good feeling. The first time I feel that AI becomes very usable and useful on my phone, because otherwise, besides like asking it questions, it's not very usable for personal stuff, calendar entries, figuring out, sorting stuff, everything that I'm doing currently manually or need an assistant for. Exciting stuff coming in the future. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Until the next time, bye.